Kazakhstan and Turkmenistan are considering the launch of direct flights, another step forward in the rapidly growing political dialogue. Turkmen President Serdar Berdimuhamedov has arrived in Astana on a state visit. In talks with President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev, the two leaders discussed a broad range of promising cooperation areas, from the trade, which has quadrupled over the past 5 years, to new transport routes, reshaping regional map. Irgali Ramazanoglu has the key outcomes of the negotiations.
Over just the past couple of years, the political dialogue between Astana and Ashgabat has reached a new level of intensity. The two sides have met on the highest level at least half a dozen times during the SCO summits, in the C5+ format, at Caspian summits, as well as during state and official visits. While each agenda differs, the substance remains consistently dense. Energy cooperation, transit routes, and regional security constantly remain at the center of the conversation. This time, the Turkmen delegation was welcomed on Kazakh land as Serdar Berdimuhamedov arrived in Astana on a state visit. During the talks, the leaders emphasized the brotherly nature of relations between Kazakhstan and Turkmenistan. This closeness is reflected not only in words but also in concrete results. Bilateral trade has been expanding rapidly. Over the past 5 years, volumes have quadrupled. Around 140 Turkmen-backed companies operate successfully in Kazakhstan, while Kazakh investments in Turkmenistan have already exceeded $120 million.
Together with the esteemed President of Turkmenistan, we have agreed to take the necessary step to increase the volume of mutual trade to $1 billion. To that end, Kazakhstan has proposed adopting a work plan aimed at boosting bilateral trade. To support businesses of both countries, we have decided to establish trade houses on a reciprocal basis. We have also agreed to consider the launch of commercial direct flights between the cities of our two nations.
Kassym-Jomart Tokayev highlighted the potential for expanding cooperation in agriculture, including increased exports of Kazakh wheat and plans to build a grain terminal on the Turkmen-Afghan border. He also stressed the importance of joint energy projects and continued collaboration in the gas sector. Kazakhstan invited Turkmenistan to engage in new partnerships in IT. In the transport sphere, Tokayev underscored the strategic value of the Kazakhstan-Turkmenistan-Iran railway and discussed prospects for connecting Central Asia with South Asia via a railway route through Afghanistan.
За 10 месяцев текущего года объем перевозок составил 1,5 миллиона тонн, увеличившись на 14%.
Over the first 10 months of this year, cargo transportation amounted to 1.5 million tons, marking a 14% increase. Measures are being taken to optimize tariffs and simplify administrative procedures. Border infrastructure is actively developing, and the checkpoints are being modernized.
Договорились в полной мере использовать транспортно-логистические возможности каспийских портов Актау, Курок и Туркменбаше для интенсификации контейнерных перевозок.
Turkmenistan's president reaffirmed his country's readiness to work together across the full spectrum of bilateral cooperation. Priority areas include trade, transit, and the energy sector.
У Туркменистана имеются значительные возможности для наращивания партнерства в сфере энергии.
Turkmenistan has significant potential to expand its partnership in the field of electric power and chemical industry. A strategic component of our cooperation is transport and logistics. Given the current geopolitical and geo-economic situation, it is especially important to activate the operation of existing transport and transit corridors along the east-west and north-south directions.
Восток-запад и север-юг.
The head of our state awarded the president of Turkmenistan the highest state honor, the Order of Altyn Quran. Kassym-Jomart Tokayev emphasized Ashgabat's status as a center of diplomacy, peace, and stability. As a clear demonstration of the country's position, the president highlighted Turkmenistan's initiative, endorsed by the UN General Assembly, to declare 2025 the International Year of Peace and Trust. Head of state also noted Serdar Berdimuhamedov's personal contribution to strengthening friendship, mutual understanding, and strategic partnership between the two brotherly nations.
Наградить орденом Алтын Кыран Бердимухамедова Сердара Гурбангулыевича, президента Туркменистана.
The negotiations concluded with the adoption of a joint statement and the signing of a substantial package of documents. The two countries are strengthening cultural and humanitarian ties and simplifying migration-related matters. In the agricultural sector, agreements were reached on veterinary cooperation and joint scientific research on cereal crops. Special attention was given to transport and healthcare, with an action plan approved for the next 2 years. Yergali Ramazanulu, Tuligan Bisimbayev, New Time.